Hi there, Joe Santana here to talk to you about my program on managing the brain for better hiring and business decisions. Let me start by telling you a little bit about my own journey into this topic. It started years ago when I managed a 300-employee organization that provided consulting and outsourcing services in the New York tri-state area. It was a growing business that had been doing well for years until we hit a sort of revenue wall, and we couldn't break past it. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why, and neither could the managers that worked for me. So we spent a lot of meetings trying to figure out what we would do next, looking at changes that had happened in our environment, changes that had happened in the demographics of our employees, but still couldn't put a finger on what it was. What we didn't realize at the time was that the biggest obstacle was right in here in our own heads and processes that were operating, that they were invisible to us, but pretty powerful in terms of shaping the way we saw things and the kind of decisions that we made. Well, we were fortunate that we did begin to learn more about this topic, about how the brain really worked and how to manage it more effectively. And the end result was that by putting a couple of small changes in place, we were able to increase our revenue by about 17%, pretty quickly actually. And then we were able to sustain and build on it as well. So we were very delighted, and as a result of that experience, I became a passionate believer in really exploring and understanding more and more about how the brain works and how to manage it more effectively in order to make better and better decisions. And since then, I've really had the honor and pleasure of training thousands of executives in some of the most well-known companies around the world, huge companies, as well as some pretty delighted Vistage members as well. Here's a quick look at some of the things that you will explore in this program. One, how your brain processes millions of pieces of information, millions upon millions of pieces of information, without you even being aware of it. Two, how that processing of that information actually shapes all of your perspectives and the decisions that you make, sometimes in ways that even defy logic. And then three, what you can do to uncover what some of that programming is that's already in there and how to manage it more effectively in order to avoid some common mistakes that we often make that are costly in the area of hiring and other general business decisions. So that's it in a nutshell. Thanks for tuning in.